Okay. I say no borders, no walls. We are a global community of poets, and we are all gathered here for Spoken World Online week number 40. This this reading has been happening now for 40 weeks in a row. And when I had uh, my feature some while back, I read a draft of the large poem I'm writing this year. And today I'm excited to, I'm hoping to have that poem will be all somehow uh, work together and put that out after the first of the year. But here today is the latest portion of it. The thing I like about big long poems is you can take parts of them out and have little poems that, they sort of fit into them. This is called We Are the Pomegranate. Now has come October, the harvest mostly in, the last radishes dug from the ground, the last green tomatoes wrapped in paper and stored in the pantry. On the south side of the house, the pomegranate tree droops beneath the weight of fruit. I watched them grow all through the solitary summer, small green bulbs to large red balls. Out of the unexpected blue, cosmic transmissions on the social web, where 2020 introduced me to many dozens of brilliant supportive poets, spatially dispersed around the planet, but all caught in this same damn year. I am contacted by Paul Jolly, one of the first poets I personally knew when we were students at Maybeck High School in Bruce Henderson's poetry class. It had been 45 years since we last spoke together. Paul was returned at last to old Berkeley after decades working the halls and lobbies in Washington, D.C., and all that time away from poetry, but now returned with all his great sincerity. We exchanged video links of our readings and books via US mail. We met virtually in cyberchat, and in cyberchat bridged that great distance, at least in 2020, between Berkeley and Martinez. In pleasing synchronicity, I had just been thinking of Paul maybe a day before his contact, remembering that time he approached me at Maybeck in Trinity Hall and held forth two halves of a pomegranate. The myriad bright red seeds gleaming, glistening under the high ceiling lights. We are the pomegranate, Paul said, laughing, and I laughed. For us, we are the pomegranate became a catchphrase and metaphor. I also told Paul Jolly back in 1975 that it was the title of a poem. Majid harvests the pomegranates before they bend the tree to breaking. Two huge baskets. These will be good until February, as was 2019's harvest this year. When we are in a new year, 2021, and 2020 has been endured, and the lucky have survived. 2020, still a few weeks to go. Fingers crossed, all nervous spells and incantations. Breathe right, relieve stress, and whatever boosts immunity. A nervously dry November waiting for California rains to douse the parched land, knock down the wildfires for a while the United States had the highest turnout election for president ever, and over 70 million citizens voted to re-elect President Donald Trump. But more than 80 million citizens voted for Joe Biden and in the necessary states. But Trump claimed fraud, and as has been the case for years now, disputed the factual basis of reality. And his fans backed his claims on no other authority and absent any objective evidence. Perhaps the weirdest behavior in utterly weird 2020. Meanwhile, the pandemic sickened and killed thousands and thousands in the United States and around the world, and Dummkopfs gathered and marched from Berlin to Washington to Sturgis, South Dakota. Hell no, we will not wear masks. More reason why I am staying in until this year is safely past. But we are the pomegranate. All of us, regardless of our vision, be it cloudy or clear, if we are striking out because we are so injured, so emotionally hurt, so fearful that we hit and hurt, or we are forgiving and loving ourselves, we can reach out and love to all the brilliant seeds, all the love radiating from souls. We can help and heal all together now. Love is all we need. And the pomegranates growing again next year and every year. Let the seasons roll around. We are the pomegranate.